मुजफ्फर जी, वेब डिस्पैचर और दिखता है आजकल, पहले नहीं दिखता था ये इसमें जो प्रोसेस चल रही है।
कहाँ पर?
लास्ट स्क्रीन पे जहाँ पे, हाँ जी,
ये
एचडीबी
this
वेब
one
डिस्पैचर।
web dispatcher.
हाँ जी,
No, it is there from the starting. If you see, if you want to cross check, you can go to the recordings of the previous session. After the installation or something, you'll find it there.
इन सेशन में दिख रहा है, बट like 2-3 year back, if we check, then it was not available. 2-3 years back when we were starting.
2-3 years back.
Yes. With HANA database, I think it was available with that application.
Okay, maybe I'm not sure about the older versions of this. I might have to check, cross check. But maybe I think it was like introduced from HANA 2.0 maybe or something.
Okay.
It could be like, it could be that.
And we have not discussed about this yet. What is work of this web dispatcher?
Okay, we will see that. No issues.
Okay.
Okay. HANA Lifecycle Management. If you remember, this is the same tool that we use for doing the installation of your HANA database. Okay, so now before moving ahead, let us have some more understanding about what is the HDBLCM, HANA Lifecycle Management. Now, what are the types and usage of HDBLCM? Now, when you say the types of HDBLCM, so basically there are two types of HDBLCM. Okay, this is a little confusing because some of the students, they find it a little confusing. What is this two types of HDBLCM? Okay, so it is nothing but the two types that the one is the HDBLCM from your installation media, and the other is your resident HDBLCM. Now, what do you mean by this? Now, if you remember, at the time of installation, when we did the installation for the HANA database, we downloaded the package. If you go into /pkgs, you will find the package that we downloaded. So this is the package for the 659 version, revision 59. This is the revision 59. This is the IMDB, in memory database server 2.0 package that we downloaded, and we extracted this package into this directory. If you go inside this directory, you will find one HDBLCM over here. Can you see this HDBLCM? This HDBLCM is the HDBLCM from your installation media. Installation media means this is the package that you downloaded from the SAP website, and when you extracted this package, you got this HDBLCM. So this HDBLCM is from your installation media. I hope I'm clear with this installation HDBLCM from the installation media. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. So one is the HDBLCM that is from your installation media. The other is the resident HDBLCM. Now, what is the resident HDBLCM? It means it is there. It is not there. It is installed at the time of the installation of the HANA database. Okay, when you do the installation of your HANA database, a resident HDBLCM is installed on your local disk. Where is that resident HDBLCM? So it is there, and you can find it here. HANA shared SID, under SID Okay, HDB and the instance number 03. In here you will find it under HDB. Not here. HDBLCM, HDBLCM. So this is the directory. This is the directory for your resident HDBLCM. Can you see? / HANA shared SID and the HDBLCM directory. Under this directory, you will find the HDBLCM for your resident HDBLCM. As the name suggests, it is installed in your local disk after your HANA database installation, HANA server installation. So these are the two types of HDBLCM, installation media and the resident HDBLCM. Now the function of both of these is different. Okay, now what is the use of the HDBLCM from your installation media? What is the use of this? So it is used for installation and for updating your existing installation. These are the only two functions of your HDBLCM from your installation media. If you want to install a new instance, if you want to install a new HDBLCM, install a new HANA server, then you need to run the HDBLCM from a installation media. You need to run the HDBLCM from an installation media. Second, if you want to update your existing instance, again, you have to run the HDBLCM from your installation media. Okay, these are the only two functions of the HDBLCM from your installation media. Other activities regarding any kind of renaming, adding components, adding host, changing the group and anything of this, it has to be done from your resident HDBLCM. Or any kind of maintenance activity of your HANA database related to your HANA database has to be done from your resident HDBLCM. And these are the some of the features or some of the functions of your resident HDBLCM. Add and remove host roles. You can add host roles to your existing system. Like you can add host roles on the new systems, or you can remove existing nodes from the system, from the setup instance. Add host to the SAP HANA database system. This is in kind of, for example, of multi-host installation. Okay, we have seen one installation of multi-host where you can install a single instance on multiple systems. What we have done till now is we have installed one instance on one system, one instance on one PC. Okay, you can also install multiple instances on one system. That is, you can install multiple instances like development, quality, production on the same operating system, on the one system itself. That is multi-instance installation on one system. But there are cases where you can install one instance on multiple hosts. The instance will be one, but the number of hosts on which it will be hosted will be multiple. Okay, if one of the hosts goes down, another host that is a worker role or slave server will take over the role of your the failed node. So add host to the SAP HANA database system, configure inter-service communication, configure system landscape directory registration, convert to multi-tenant database containers. Okay, this is one good example. Now your older versions, HANA 1.0. In the HANA, not in HANA 1.0, that is a HANA 1.0 SPS 19 or something. Let me check. Okay, HANA 1.0 SPS 09. So after SPS 09, multi-container database was introduced. Before SPS 09, there was only single database container. So if you want to convert your single database container to multiple database container, then it can be done from your resident HDBLCM. Okay. Convert to system landscape container. Okay, before that, configure system landscape directory registration. You can add your HANA database to an existing SLD, system landscape directory, which is normally hosted in any Java system, application server Java system, and normally, basically, as a good practice or as a common practice, it is mostly hosted on your solution manager system. So this is an SLD. All the systems are added to the SLD, and from that SLD, the SLD keeps a track, keeps an information, keeps an index, keep like all the information of all the systems which are there in the landscape and what are their information. It keeps all the details, the SIDs for them, the versions which are installed on them, all the packages and all the components that are installed on them. So that is the system landscape directory. So through resident HDBLCM, you can add your HANA system or HANA server to a system landscape directory. You can register to a system landscape directory. Rename the SAP HANA database. We will see this option today. We'll rename the SAP HANA database system, uninstall SAP HANA database components, unregister the SAP HANA database system, install or update additional components. So these are some of the features of your HANA database, resident HDBLC. Okay, am I clear in this point? The two types of HDBLCM. Yes, everyone.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Okay, so I hope there is no confusion in this part. Now let us move ahead to the HDBLCM user interface. Okay, this is different. The earlier we saw that was different. User interface means how can you access the HDBLCM? In case of your this one installation media, the HDBLCM which is on the installation media, it can be accessed through two different methods. One is the command line and second is the GUI. One command line, second is the GUI. If you remember at the time when we did the installation for our HANA, when we did the installation for a HANA database, we used the command line HDBLCM GUI. If you come on the install tab, you can see over here. See, we use this one /pkgs. This is the installation media, and in this HDBLCM. So we use the command line HDBLCM for the HANA installation. So which is your first one, HDBLCM. Then there's a second option which is called as the HDBLCM GUI. You can also run. So here you can see in the below there are pictures of this. So this is the version. Okay. /HDBLCM. This is your command line HDBLCM. Can you see? Do you want to specify additional components? No. So these are the command line. So what can you do from your command line interface? You can only install a new instance and you can see update SAP HANA database 2.0. But here it is already at 559. So you cannot upgrade the system because it is already at the latest level which your this installation media is providing. So you can only do two activities from your installation media HDBLCM. Install a new instance and update an existing instance. So this is from your installation media. By default, it is 4. That is do nothing. So I'm coming out of it. The second option that you have is your HDBLCM GUI. Can you see the HDBLCM GUI? So this is your second option, HDBLCM GUI. By default, normally it doesn't work. It gives some kind of error. Can you see it is giving you this error? So for this, actually, you need to install one package on your system. One package has to be installed on your system. I think, let me check ls/pkgs. Okay, no, it is not clear. Which package do we need to install? No, it should be here. Sorry. C drive packages. Okay, this is the package. libx xf86vm. This is the package that needs to be installed in your Linux system for accessing this one. Normally it works. If you try to install anything like xclock is not here, xterm. Okay, first let us try to access the xterm, the GUI X window from your Linux system. It should give an error, I think, because we have not started the software. X term, no, not X term, X Ming. Okay, it is not installed. So we need to install the package on your Bayesian host. I hope I'm not confusing you. See, okay, first thing is that you need to install one package inside your Linux system, and you need to install one software on your Bayesian host or on your system in which you want to access the GUI. So let us divide into two parts. So leave the Linux part now. We'll try to see to access the GUI window from your Bayesian host. So you can see this is the software package over here, Xming, MESA. So I need to install it on my Bayesian host to access the X window from my Linux system. Next, just make it compact installation. Next, create a desktop icon, create quick launch. Next, install. So this package is installed now. If you want to see, you can see the icon on the desktop over here. This is the icon for Xming, and you can see it running over here. Anytime you want to access the X window of your Linux system, this application has to run here. So before doing this, if you find any kind of error like this, cannot find X server, unable to connect to forwarded X server, and this kind of error, just check whether your Xming application is running or not. Now let me again run the previous command which failed last time.
It's same as MobileX software.
Yes, MOBA Xterm. It is the same as MOBA Xterm. So instead of using Xming, you can also use MOBA Xterm. You can use that is XSH. I think there are many kind of software where you can transfer the X commands, X window commands here. So you can see this Xterm. This Xterm is coming from your. This is the system HDB Dev 1. It is coming from your HDB Dev here. So if I exit from here, again, you will be returned back to your prompt. Okay, so first you have to check whether you are able to take the X windows from your Linux system onto your Windows system or not. If this command is running properly, it means your X window is running properly. There is no issue with the X window. Now try to run your HDBLCM GUI. But when you run the HDBLCM GUI, you'll find this error over here. So to see, can you see this error over here? libxxf86vm.s. So this is the error. So we need to install that package, that RPM in your Linux system to resolve this issue. So let me first copy that. Let me copy that software into my Linux system. Okay, so now here I'm going into cd/packages dir. Here is the software, here is the package libxs. Okay, here is the package. So I'm doing pscp and the package. And where do I have to copy it? HDB Day 1. This is the system. On this system I have to copy it. Day 1. Also I need to mention the user. Okay, because this is I'm copying from a Windows system to a Linux system. So by default, it will try to take the logged in user, that is a sysadmin user which I'm logged in. It will give an error. So with which user you want to log in into your Linux system? So here I'm mentioning root user. Root at the HDB dev1 : where do I want to copy this package? I want to copy it under /pkgs. Okay. Now it is asking for the root password. And here it has copied. Can you see it has copied that package to my Linux system? Now let me go again and again check me in my /pkgs. Now can you see this package over here? It has come in there. This package has come here over here. Now I have not mentioned how to install over here, so you can just make a note how you can install it. RPM minus IVH. I is for install. I is for install. V is for verbose. Verbose means show progress. Show some messages, show information what it is doing. And H is show progress in hashes. H is for hashes. So show progress in hashes. Now I'm going to install lib/pkgs lib And before doing the installation, let me test it whether the installation will be successful or not. Don't go and directly start the installation, because if it had some dependency, if there is some kind of issue, it will get stuck in between. You won't be able to uninstall it after it gets stuck. So before installing, say just run a test of it. Can you see? It is set preparing and 100% successful, means there will be no issue. There is no dependency issue, nothing conflict and nothing in this. So I can simply now go to the above command and remove the test option from here. And I can run the RPM minus IBH command to install the RPM package. Can you see it is installed now? It has installed the RPM package. How will you check whether it is installed successfully or not? You can go and you can simply run HDBLCM GUI. Can you see it has started? It has opened this window. This is my HDBLCM GUI.
We can also use install command, right?
Installed what?
For the package installation.
Come again. I can't get you. Install command. What install command?
Means we can also use install command to install the packages in Linux.
Okay, you mean to say about install or zipper command? Zipper.
Yeah, in both. Zipper installed.
But Zipper will not install an RPM. Zipper will go to its repository. It will search for this RPM and try to download it from your this repository and install it. But the version that the image that we have installed for the Linux is not a subscribed image. Okay, we haven't subscribed for this image, because you have to pay additional for subscription. So if I use a zipper command, it will fail. It will give an error. If you want to test it, you can run. There is a command for that. Which command it is? I think it is. I think I need to. It will not give you the prompt. So what I need to do is there. Cancel it. Yes. If you want to use the prompt also, so run this command using an ampersand. Add an ampersand at the end of the command. So what happens over here? See, you'll get the prompt
background.
back. You will get the prompt back. It will run the program in the background and you will get the shell back. So you can directly run the command from here also. Okay, so what I was showing about that command, something for SAP HANA SUSE Connect. Yes, this is a command for SUSE Connect. Minus L. You can see get current system registration spaces in JSON format, status text. Minus list extensions. So you can run this command SUSE Connect minus L. It will show you a status. So not required.
Not registered.
So you can see not registered. You will see not registered. So it is not registered over here. And minus status minus text. Okay, see how you can see over here, nothing is registered over here. So even if I run a zipper command, it will give me an error. If you run a zipper command, for suppose say zipper install like for xblock, just for zipper install xblock. Can you see no provider for xblock found? Because it cannot it cannot go to the repository because it is not registered with your repository. So you cannot install it. You can use it. Yes.
But if we can download that RPM and then we can run this command.
You can, but if you download that RPM, then you have to use the RPM command to install it. No? I'm not use a zipper command to install an RPM. Okay. Okay. So here it is. So this is your SAP GUI. Let me check the df minus h, how many space I have. Flash HANA data almost 15 GB. Okay, HANA log 6.4 GB. HANA shared almost 11 GB. Available. Okay. So now what we are going to do is that we will install a new version just to show you how if you want to install it from here, you can run a new version. I can install a new instance from here. So we already have an H4D. So let me click on next. Okay, so now what it's saying over here, update existing system. So right now what I'm using over here, 2.059. Okay, I can install a new version, but the problem with this version 59 is that it gives an error. There is some bug in this one. There is some bug. Okay, so there is some bug in the HDBLCM GUI, because if I try to install a new instance from HDBLCM GUI, it fails. It doesn't install. So I need to install the latest version after that one for installing your new instance. So I will just cancel this and download the new version so that I can install from there. Okay, so here is the command. This is my target version, IMDb server 2.00061. This is the target version that I'm going to install. Okay, this is the command to download the software from my repository. Okay, so here I'm using my command to download it. Just downloading now. Okay, so this was your HDBLCM for your installation media, and this is the resident HDBLCM for your resident. This is for your resident HDBLCM. So in resident HDBLCM, you have one more option, which is your web option, HDBLCM web. You can also access your HDBLCM from the web. Okay, one option is from your command line, other option is from your HDBLCM GUI, and the third option is from your web, that is from the browser. Okay, previously this option, the web option, was not available in your installation media, but now I think it is available in the installation media as well. If you see over here, LS, you can see the HDBLCM web also over here. If I run it, HDBLCM web, okay, HDBLCM web. Okay, so it normally fails. Okay, don't it will fail. Don't go after it. Just copy the URL from here. Just copy the URL from here. Open another. Okay, again I have this Windows Explorer. Let me come over here and install Mozilla. Let me install Mozilla Firefox.
How the repository works means we have kept all the software some in some space
Yes,
or in
I've
private
created a
file.
storage account on Azure. I've created my own storage account on Azure, and I have copied all the required packages in my this file share. So first thing, I need to create a storage account. Under storage account, I have to create a file share, and inside so file share is like a directory. Okay, under file share, I have created I have uploaded all my like the software and all. Okay, and from this, and I have to create a URL to access the file share. So using the AZ copy command and the URL, I download all these packages on my system.
Local disk. Okay.
Local disk. Okay, make Firefox my default browser. Import from. Okay, so I have copied the URL for my HDBLCM GUI. Okay, HDB this, it has not provided the SID. Let me provide the SID here. H4D. Okay, go back advanced. So it is just giving an SSL certificate error. Click on advanced, accept the risk and continue. So you can actually, if you see over here, it is not opening the installation media HDBLCM. Let me show it to you. H4D. It is directly opening the. Okay, it is not. Let me try the root. Okay, so you can see over it is not opening your installation media HDBLCM, or it is directly opening your your resident HDBLCM, because you can see all this option over here. This option you will not find in your installation media HDBLCM. These options are all coming from your resident HDBLCM. Add host roles, remove host roles, uninstall components, download components, upload, extract components, add hosts. These are all the features which are provided by the resident HDBLCM. Okay, so this is the third option. So I've shown you how to access it from your command line, how to access it from your GUI, and this is the third option, how to access from your web, that is from your browser. Okay, so I was downloading the software. Okay, I think it has already been downloaded. Okay, here is my new software for the 61 version. So let me come over here. I've downloaded the packages. Now let's stop the existing version. This is for upgrading, so I'm not upgrading right now. Let me just extract it.
Muzaffarji, how we create the URL from which we are downloading?
Your voice is not clear. Can you come again? What?
That URL was there one from where we are downloading all the software. So how to create
Yes.
that URL?
I create, see that this is actually, it's called an SAS, signature access, signed access, and I don't know the exact name for it. You have to create it from your this Microsoft Azure Storage Explorer. This is the tool software provided by Microsoft Azure. You have to install this on your system and you have to log in with your account. Okay, with your Azure account. You have to provide the credentials for your Azure account and then you can log in into it. Here you will see all your file shares. You have to connect to your storage account. You have to connect to your storage account and you have to add all your file shares into it. And from here you can copy the packages, you can upload, you can download, you can create the URL from here.
Like cloud storage, a folder on
Yes,
cloud.
that is, Azure is a yes, it is a cloud storage.
Can you show us how to create?
How to what?
How to create that URL?
Okay, let's see. Yes, I'll show you. Okay, so this is my account over here. So I've already added, see, these are the storage accounts. So these are the different, this is the storage account which I've connected to my this software, Microsoft Azure Storage Explorer. Under this, I have all the different file shares which I've created for different topics. Okay, here are the file shares. This is the category for file shares. Under file shares, I have all these file shares. This is for the patient host. If I click on it, you'll see all the software which are related to the patient host, which is over here. I can upload from this button. I can upload files and directories on this file share, or I can download from here. I can copy, I can delete, and these things over here. Okay, so if you want to create a file share URL, just have to right click and you click on shared access signature. So this is the shared access signature. So you click on the shared access signature, access policy. What access policy? So right now there is none. So from what time to what time you want to create the URL? You can make it time bound. Okay, you can create for 1 day, you can create for 1 hour, you can create for 1 year. It's up to you. Time zone, local, UTC, what permission you want to read, create, write, delete, etc. What permission? This is the time that you want to, from 7th of August to 8th of August. Okay, and then you can click on create. Once I click on create, we'll get the URL over here. This is the URL. You can copy the URL from here and you can see this is the URL that I can use to access the file share. This is my file share, patient. This is the patient file share which I'm using, which I'm accessing. Okay, is it clear?
Yes.
So, now what would be? Okay, we have extracted the packages. The latest package that we downloaded, the 61, we have extracted it. Now, if you see over here, this is the latest extracted package. That this is the reason I recommend you to change the name immediately after extracting, because in the future you'll forget which version it was that you extracted it from. Okay, so this is the previous version for this is for the revision 59, and here there is no version mentioned over here in the directory name. So it's better to rename the directory with the name of the package. So now we can see identify over here. This is for the revision 59 and this is for the revision 61. Now I can go under IMDb revision 06061, and from here, from the new version, I can run HDBLCM GUI. From the new installation media. See, this is a different installation media. This is one installation media for revision 59. This is another installation media for revision 61. So I am running now. I am running the HDBLCM from the installation media of revision 61. Okay, can you see this is the installation media which I am running from? If you want to see, you can cross check the version from here. See, it is version 61. Now you can run next. Here you can update the existing system. So how many systems we have? We only have H4D. So you can update the existing instance from here, or you can install a new system from here. Okay, so this is your HD resident. This is your installation HDBLCM from the installation media. If you want to see, you can also run. Let me run the one from my resident HDBLCM / HANA shared H4D, and then HDBLCM GUI ampersand. So here I'm opening the HDBLCM GUI for my resident. So can you see the difference over here? The first page, here it is only giving me two options: to update the existing system and to install a new system. But if you see for this resident HDBLCM, I can see many more options over here. Add new roles, add host to the SAP this, configure this and this, remove host roles. And these are the different, you can say, activities that I can select from this list over here. Okay, so if you want to do any maintenance activity, we can do it from here. So now let me cancel this for the time being. This is my resident HDBLCM for my older version, revision 59. And this is the installation media HDBLCM for my newer version, that is revision 61. So what I'm doing, I'm installing a new system. So last time I showed you how to do the installation from command line. Now we are going to do an installation from the GUI. Next, single host system, multiple host system. If you want to add a multiple host system, you can do the installation from here. Okay, but we are going to run a single host installation. Next. Okay, local host name. This is the host name of your system. Installation path. This is the installation path. HANA SID. What SID do you want to give for your system? Okay, so I have done it for H4D. Now let me give it H4Q. This is the quality system. H4Q. Instance number. So I already given 03. Let me give it 02. Okay, so you have to actually change it from a drop down. You cannot directly type it over there. So you have to select from a drop down 02. So I'm installing a new instance H4Q and the instance number is 02. Local host version group default. This system usage custom. Here you can select from if you want to change it: test system, development system, custom, production. So last time we did a development. Now let us change it to test system. Enable data and log volume encryption. Apply system size dependent resourcing. Resource memory allocation. Memory this thing. Okay, so here you can see restrict maximum memory allocation. Here we have to restrict. See, now I'm already running a existing system in my over here. Okay, if you see over here, my H4D system is already running. And from my, if you check it from my, if you check it from the HANA Studio, you will see that the memory utilization of the system is almost, you can say, quite high. So if I want to install another instance on the same system, I will have to decrease the global allocation limit. I will have to decrease the global allocation limit. I can set the global allocation limit for the new system from here. Okay, for the new system, I can set the global allocation limit from here. But what about the existing system? For the existing system, I have to change it from my HANA Studio. So here, let me go into this. So here, can you see over here? My current is 16 GB. The global, it's, can you see the here it is taken up to 16 GB over here. So let me try to make it change it and make it you can say like decrease the memory global memory allocation. How I can do it? I need to go into configuration. Under configuration global.ini, under global.ini there is something for memory manager. Under memory manager there is something for global allocation limit. Can you see the global allocation limit? It is already set at 16 GB. Okay, if you remember last time when we were doing the settings, DB configuration, at the time of DB configuration, we changed the global allocation limit to 16 GB. So it's a very good thing. For our existing system, it is already set at 16 GB. So I don't need to set for my existing system. I will only set it for the new installation. So how we can do? Restrict memory, maximum memory allocation. Click over here. So now it is showing us 22 GB, which is quite high, because 22 plus 16 GB, it will be 38 GB. Okay, and I only have memory for 32 GB. So here I'm reducing it to how much? 16 GB. I'll make it to 16 GB. Okay, this is, I think this is the minimum. I think 22 GB is the minimum. I think that you can select restart section option machine reboot. So let me give the minimum over here. Here I will give the minimum option. Next. Okay, so here is the data volume. This is for the log volume. Next, password. This is the password for my SID ADM H4Q ADM. I'll do the same password, India123. Capital I, India 123. Capital I, India 123. Okay, this is my user ID. This is the shell. This is the group ID. This is this. Next, the password, system password. This is for the system user. Again, the same INDIA 123. Okay, next. Okay, so this is the summary. If you want, you can see the summary. What it is doing: remote execution through SSH, database isolation low, install extend mode. Then this is my SID H4Q. This is the instance number. This is the system usage test. This is for the data volume, log volume. This is the minimum memory, and this is the user ID and everything and everything. Now just click on install. When I click on install, it will start the installation of a new instance. Okay, installation is database failed, installation failed, running in batch mode, physical memory allocation. Okay, it is showing us maximum, which is not, it is not able to reserve that memory. Can you see? It is not able to reserve that memory. Okay, finish. Now what can we do? I will do one thing. We will reduce the existing one. So currently it is set to 16 GB. Now let me set it to 8192 GB. I'm changing the reservation to 8192. Save. Okay, no, I think it is not, it cannot save it. 8192, cancel, refresh, global.ini, memory manager. Okay, it has set to 8192. Why was it giving any error? 16384. No, let me not change it. 16384. Otherwise, our running system might be start facing problem. Okay, so here it is 16 GB. So now how can I install two instances in the same system? So what I will do, I will just stop the existing instance, just stop this instance. I don't want to have any kind of conflict between the old and the new instance. Let me stop it. I hope everyone is following me.
Yes.
Okay, so the old instance I stopped it. Let me now again install the same one HDBLCM. This is the resident HDBLCM. Okay, this is my from your revision 61. Next, install a new instance. Next, single host system. Next, okay, this is your local HDB day 1 HANA shared SID H4Q instance number 02. Instance number 02. Default system usage test system. Enable data and log volume encryption. Use restrict memory. Let us bring it to the minimum. Okay, and next, assure this is the data and volume. Next, password. Next, system password. Next, this is the summary. Just click on install. So last time we got an error over here. Again, it is the installation also can database level physical memory to system 22 is too low. Minimum is 24. Okay, finish. Next, install a new system. Next, single host. Next, okay, SID H4Q instance number 02. Test. Will not change this option now. We'll just make it as default because we have stopped our older instance, the previous instance. So let's not make any changes over here. Okay, so SID instance number default test system. Next, next. Okay. So this is the password. Next, the system number password. Next, next. Summary again. Let's start the installation. Okay, so now it has moved forward. Now it didn't give any error in the prerequisite check. Okay, yes, everyone. Are you everyone following? Whatever we have covered so far, like what is an HDBLCM, what is an resident HDBLCM, what is a HDBLCM from the installation media, what are the functions of each of them, what are the methods that interface that from we can access the HDBLCM.
Yes. Yes.
But what we will do in multi-host system means we install on different VMs the same SID.
Okay, so what is
there is an option for multi-host system?
Yes, that I can understand. But what is your query? What do you mean to ask?
Means for what purpose this option has given us?
This option is for okay, this option is for this configuration, this installation. Can you see on the left hand side? This is a single host installation. In the same host, you have your everything, the DB instance, and the same host you have the data in the log file. On the right hand
Scale up,
side,
scale out option. For scale up out option, we can use multi-host.
yes, this is for your scale out option. It means if you have reached the capacity of the hardware, you cannot now add more memory and CPU into your existing hardware. See, there is a limit to the hardware. Okay, for example, the hardware has a capacity that it can only have a memory of 2 TB. Okay, 2 TB and say like 648 cores or 64 cores, not more than that. So after reaching this limit, after hitting the roof, you cannot increase or you cannot upgrade your hardware. So what will you do now in case if your system has exploded or it needs more resources? The system needs more compute resources, more CPU and more memory. So now what you will do? So what you will do, instead of adding a CPU and memory into the same hardware, you will add a new hardware into your existing instance. You got it? So this is for your this.
We will be doing the practical also.
Yes. Yes, come again.
We will be doing that multi-host installation practical also.
No, you see, I think we discussed it clearly last time also. I think I opened one Azure link page also. I told you that the cloud doesn't support multi-host installation.
Okay.
Hope I think I clearly remember I gave you. I opened some page from here. Not from here, from the H4P library availability docs.microsoft.
From that residence HDBLCM, can be installed new instance like we are doing for that.
I told you from the resident HDL, you can do the maintenance of the existing instance. You cannot install a new instance. For new instance, you have to do from your HDBLCM from your this
packages.
one.
From the packages we have
installation
installed.
media.
Okay.
In Azure, you have two options: setting up Okay, for on-premise development, you can use either HANA system replication or use shared storage to establish high availability for SAP HANA on Azure VMs. HANA system replication Azure is currently the only supported high availability function. SAP HANA replication consists of one and at least one node. Take it to note the article. Okay, so here if you see over the shared storage, in here it is not supported on your HANA Azure. Microsoft Azure doesn't provide a shared storage for your this HANA installation. And in case of this one, in case here if you see over here, you need a shared storage. You need a shared storage for installing a multi-host installation. Do you get it? Is it clear? So, but currently it is not supported. You cannot have a shared storage on your cloud, Microsoft Azure cloud environment. So that is the reason we cannot have this practical.
So for HA, we will be doing practical. HA supported or that Azure cloud?
I can't get you. Come again.
HA, it's supported, but multi-host not supported or Azure. You mean?
Yes, it is not supported, but if you see it says that or use HANA as a currently only supported HF function. Reason why it is supported because it doesn't support shared storage. For on-premises development, you can use either HANA system replication or use shared storage to establish hierarchy. On Azure virtual machines, HANA system replication is the only supported. It means HANA system replication is supported, shared storage is not supported. So if you don't have shared storage, then how can you allot a shared disk for multiple hosts? You cannot have the same data on multiple hosts. Na? You are getting my point? You need to have a shared storage that you can allot to multiple hosts for installing a multi-host installation.
Yeah, that's clear. But porting on Azure or not, that's not clear.
Yeah, actually, I myself have been looking for that. Let me see if I can find some way. If we can have this practical, I think it's good. No issue with that. Maybe in the future, like future batches and all, maybe after this batch, in the new batch, if I have this practical, I'll put into the group that we are having this class today with for multi-host installation, and you can join that session in the future. No issue with that.
Okay.
Okay, I have one more query. If we
Yes,
have
yes.
shared file mount system,
Sorry.
it's not possible to take that VM backup.
I can't get your question. Come again. What you mean to say?
I mean to say that suppose we have two VMs,
Uh-huh.
right? And we have shared the file system through
Uh-huh.
that OS clustering in that
Uh-huh.
VM. So it's not
Uh-huh.
possible to take a VM backup of that two VMs.
Why is it not possible?
Uh, Actually, there is a situation in one of our client that we
Okay.
have shared the file system. So they were
Uh-huh.
saying that it's not possible to take VM backup of that particular VMs in which we are using that shared mount point
Shared mount point. See, what I can see is which backup software you're using.
through Veeam backup.
Veeam has many limitations. I don't know how they are running that backup software because it has many limitations. If you go with some other backup software, there's an option where you can uncheck, like for example, any mounted file system. You can remove any mounted file system. Or what you can do, you can check specific file system that you want to backup. Okay, so in
Yeah,
that case, you can check all the file systems and you can remove the shared file system from the selection and you can run the backup for that VM. Do you get my point?
this this option is available. Means we
Uh-huh.
can take the file system backup, but it's
Okay.
not possible to take backup of that particular VM which is being shared. Means the shared
Uh,
mount point backup it's not possible, but for the other VM it's for the other
See
file
now,
system
now
it's
see
possible.
now when you say it is not possible to take the backup of the shared mount points. Now, okay.
Yeah, right.
Now, what are the shared mount points? Slash HANA data slash HANA log. So
Yeah, right.
instead of taking the backup of slash HANA data and slash HANA log, you take the database backup from your native backup tool. Na? Instead of taking file system level backup, copy paste from your slash HANA data and slash HANA log, you
Mm-hmm.
exclude these two mount points. Exclude these two mount points from your backup. Okay, and
Mm-hmm.
you directly take a data backup and a log backup. You get my point?
Yeah, I'm getting your point, but how we can conclude this in application part,
I'm not
application
able to
VM?
get you. Come again, what?
Means the option you have given it's for the DB part, DB VM part.
Yes, yes.
But what
Uh,
about the application part?
See, in application,
We have done HA over there.
uh, See, in the
for
application part, I think the only file system which is shared is your USR SAP SID.
SAP MNT also.
SAP MNT doesn't contain any critical data. What I think is that SAP MNT, okay, SAP MNT contains
It
USR
contains the
SAP SID
profile.
contains all the symlink to your exe directories and your profile directories.
Yeah, profile directories
So
there.
what you can do is that just exclude those shared files mount point, and you can take a manual backup through scripts and all. You can schedule a script. See, these the kernels and the profile files are not changed every day. You can schedule a backup once in a week from command line.
For that particular file mount point, we can take also backup of that mount point.
Which
So
one?
scripting means you mean to say that we can take backup of that particular file system through scripting.
Mhm. What you can do, see, your slash SAP MNT is a shared file system.
Right.
So you cannot take backup from your Veeam backup software. Na?
Beam backup. Yeah, right.
So exclude that mount point from your Veeam backup. When you exclude that backup from your Veeam your mount point, so next what you do, you schedule a script which will take the backup of slash SAP MNT on the local disk. Okay,
So
maybe
it's
into
possible that
slash
the thing
backup or
I'm
something.
saying
And that
through
slash
script
backup directory will be backed up using your Veeam. Do you get my point?
means it's possible to take backup of that file system through scripting.
Yes, yes. See, directly, if something is not available directly, then you just have to go a little way around. Got my point?
Okay, I got it. I
That
just
is it.
explore this option also.
Yes, yes. Okay, I'm just getting a call. So we'll take a break of 15 minutes and then we'll connect again. Is it okay?
Yeah, sure. Thanks.
Source system H4D password. So here I'm giving the H4D password as India 123. Okay, so target SID. What target SID you want to go? So right now the SID is H4Q. So let me give it H4T test system. The SID will be H4T and the target instance number. Now let me give it as 4. So the instance number will be here as 4. I'm changing the SID to H4T and I'm changing the instance number to 4. Test system, okay, leave it as test system. No need to change the system usage. If you want to change it, you can change it from here, but leave it as it is. You can also change the host name. We are not going to change the host name because it is a little bit complicated. Okay, so now let us go next. Okay, all this it's showing you the new location data volume, new location for log volume, data backups, log data. Okay, now just click on next. The password for the SID ADM user. So here I'm going to give it as okay. So password for SID ADM user, the same India 123. This is the user ID of the new user H4T ADM. Keep source system administrator user H4T. Keep home directory. Do this. Just next. Change the password of the system database user. But if you want to change the password of the system base user, you can change it from here. But I will not be changing it. Just click on next. Okay, this is the summary. And it is giving a warning over here. SAP HANA database system will be restarted. Okay, so it is not an online activity. Okay, you need it will take one restart. So just click on now run. Now let me see over here. Existing system is running over here. Okay, this instance, the H4Q instance is now running. Now let me run it over here, and you will see after some time it will start stopping the instance, the currently running instance. Can you see? It has started stopping. Restarting system. Okay, it is already stopped. Now let me check tail/etc password. Let me check if the user has been created. No, you can see the user has not still be created. It is H4Q. H4Q, it is still not created. Renaming the system. It is renaming the system. Okay, can you see the user has been renamed to H4T? The previous user was H4Q. The user has been renamed to H4T. Now I can log in with H4T ADM. Okay, I have logged in with the H4T ADM. So you can see the SID over here, H4T, and you can see the instance number 04. It has been renamed. Now, if you check over here, ls/HANA data. Now, can you see? Earlier it was H4Q. Now it has changed to H4T. Also in /HANA log, you can see it has been changed to H4T. ls/HANA shared, it has been changed to H4T. And now let me check. Okay, can you see the H4T instance is running? The H4T HANA instance is running. So here what we have seen, the different types of HDBLCM and different methods to access the HDBLCM. Okay, types and uses of HDBLCM, and then HDBLCM user interfaces, GUI, command line GUI, and then from your sorry, web interface. You can also access the web interface from here. I think it's already open here. Instead of H4D, let me give it H4T. Okay, root user. Okay, can you see this is it is opening for your H4T. If you click on the view system information, you can see the system information over here. Okay, this is for your system information. SLD configuration, SLD is not configured, host information. Click properties, license. This was for H4Q console. Logo, add a new system, HDBL, instance number 04, multiple container system DB next. This is for your H4T license. And temporary license for 3 months, August, September, October, and November. I think this revision 61 is a little resource, you can say, eating version, because normally it doesn't get installed on this 16 GB memory or 24 GB. You cannot reduce the size below 24, and there are many different things. And it's a bit slow also. Install components. Okay, so this is your for your web version. You can also do all the maintenance activity from here. Okay, Also, just in case if you want to uninstall. So if you want to uninstall this version, so that we already have a sheet over here for uninstall. If you want to uninstall the software, we can do it from here. Let me change the information from here from H4D to H4T and the instance number to H4, 04. Now you can run the uninstall command over here. This is the command for uninstalling. You have to run it with the root user. So we'll be uninstalling our H4T instance, the test instance. Okay, so right now here it is slash HANA data. Everywhere it is slash HANA data. Okay, ls slash HANA data log shared. Okay, you can see the content of this. So this is for H4D. This is for H4T. Let me make it H4T. So you can see the content of all this directory: HANA data H4T, HANA log H4T, HANA data HANA shared H4T. All contains their files and all. Now I'm going to uninstall it with the root user. Run this command. Okay. HANA shared H4T HDBL action uninstall components is equal to all SAP HANA database system uninstallation. Do you want to continue? Yes. Continue, yes, and enter. Stop it or exit it from there. Restart the error. So right now it was stopping the instance. After stopping it, now it has done the installation, uninstallation. And you can see uninstallation of the HANA database system finish. Now let me run the same command again. I will run the same command again, ls slash h4t. Can you see? There is no directory by the name H4T, HANA data H4T, HANA log H4T, HANA shared H4T. It has removed all those directories. You can only find slash. You can find the H4D directory, but not the H4T directory. So everything has been removed by the HDBLCM tool. So we have done. If you want to check if any services or any daemons are running with the H4T SID, okay, there is no daemon running with this user H4T ADM. Okay, now if you check for this directory HANA data, then so there is nothing. The directory does not exist. So this is also we have uninstalled. This is actually removing is not required. This is for uninstalling the SAP host agent, but now don't uninstall the SAP host agent because we already have a instance running. That is the H4D instance. So don't remove the SAP host exec and don't remove the users also. So after from here, these all steps are not applicable. These all steps are not applicable because we already have an instance running. Only in case if you are going to totally wipe out the system, then you have to uninstall H4D also, and then you can do the uninstallation of the host agent, remove the user and remove the group, and then you can do it. Okay, so what have you done till now? We have installed the new system from HDBLCM GUI, then we renamed the system and then we uninstalled it. Okay, now we'll come back to the main objective that we were to do today of upgrading the database software. Okay, is it clear? So we will update our existing system. Which system we are going to exist? This one, the H4D instance. We are going to update our H4D instance. Okay. So now we have downloaded the package. Now first thing is that you need to stop the instance. Now the instance is already stopped. The instance you can see it is already stopped. So this step is also done. Okay, sorry. This is not for stopping the instance. This is check version before update. This is for checking the version. So at the time of upgrading, you don't need to stop the database. You can keep the database running. The database could be left running. No need to stop the database. So let me start the database. Okay, so now database has started. Now what is saying, check the version. So if I want to check the version, what I can do, can run it from the root user over here. Can you see the version? What is the version of my H4D instance? It is HANA 2.0. Revision is 59. Revision 59. So my current revision is at 59, and my target, which I'm targeting, is 61. So I am upgrading from 59 to 69. Okay, so I've checked the version before upgrade. I've extracted this. I've already done this part is already done before /pkgs. I've already downloaded the software, extracted and renamed the directory. So this step was already done. Now comes to stop the SAP system. Here in our case, we have not installed the application server. So no need of stopping the SAP application server. Okay, in case if you have an SAP existing SAP application server running, so you need to stop it before doing the upgrade. Okay, now after that, what you have to do, you have to update the HANA database. How you can update the HANA database? You can either upgrade from the HDBLCM or you can upgrade from the HDBLCM GUI. Now just can you anyone tell me which HDBLCM will I use to do the update of the instance?
From media.
Yes, from the installation media, because
Yes.
that is the only supported one. The resident HDBLCM cannot be used for doing the update, because the resident HDBLCM is of the same version which is of my instance. So how can I use the resident HDBLCM to upgrade the instance? So here it is. So here we will be using the installation media HDBLCM for doing the update. So this is for your command line. A minus action is equal to update, SID is equal to SID, system user password, and the badge. In case if you want to do the upgrade from GUI, you can run it from the GUI. It's up to you. So like if you want to do the upgrade from command line, let me run and you have to do it from with the root user. Huh? Just remember, you have to do the update from the root user. So here I am running the update. Okay, here you can see it has started the update. Now updating SAP HANA database, updating package, updating this. At some point, it will also, I think, stop the database and restart it. So in all my in all the different databases that I've handled so far, I found that the upgrading your HANA database is the simplest and the most easiest one. Okay, in other database, there are a lot of issues. The first thing is that in Oracle database, it's a lot of headache to understand the interim patches and the O patches, or that is the bundle package. When to install the interim package, then to install the bundle package. There is quite chaotic. But here it is very simple and very easy. There is no kind of interim package or no bundle package, only the revision. You can directly revise from one version to another version. Okay, can you see now it is stopping the instance? If you come to over this screen, now it is stopping the instance. After doing the upgrade, updating the package, everything, now it will restart and it will stop and start with the newer version. Okay, it has started now. Now let me check over here. Okay, it is completed. Now, if you want to check the log, you can open this log file and you can see whether if there was any kind of error, any kind of issues in the upgrade or anything. But normally I don't find anything over here. You can also search for it. So you can go on the first line and you can search for the ERR for any kind of error. Okay, so right now you can check for ERR. Okay, only it will find it over here, ERR, but that is not an error. Next, okay, I don't find any error in this log file. It means the upgrade was clean. It was a clean upgrade. No errors, no kind of issues in the upgrade. Now, if I try to check for the HDBLCM web, let me see. View system information, installed components. No, it is not working today. Uninstall components. Configuration. Log out. Okay. Configure system landscape. No, I don't why it is not working. 1129. Okay, view system information. How to install components. Due to some issues. Okay, so that was it. Yes, any doubts and queries? Yes, anybody?
How can we know what features are added in upgraded version? Is there any way?
That for that you have to go on the SAP website and you have to read the white papers or the release notes. Okay, there is something called as the release notes. Now, if you want to see the release note, I think you can go into the directory, the directory of the new software. That is, if you go into /pkgs imdb 61. Okay, here you can resources, server operations, HDBL check, install, resident. No, here it is not there. You will need to go into somewhere support.sap.com and PAM, product availability metrics. Let's go in this product availability metrics, access the product availability metrics. So if you want to check for HANA, SAP HANA Platform Edition 2.0, technical release information, support package stacks. Okay, these are the 0001. Right now, the current one going is this one. Okay, so this is the SAP note for it, 2949 for this. Okay, reasons and solutions. See the documentation, platform 006. I think here it should be fine. What's new? Can you see what's new? If you see this link, information about new capability and SAP HANA from what's new in the SAP HANA 2.0 release notes. So this is the release notes, SAP HANA scope description, application release for S/4HANA 2.0. You have to go through all this SAP note, and you can find what is new in this version. You will find new links to it. You can see SPS 06. What's new in the SAP HANA platform? SPS 06. In SPS 06, installation update, security, administration, development interface. What's new in SAP HANA 2.0? Release note. Same thing. Here you can find what is new in SAP HANA 06. Installation and upgrade, new and change, security, administration, SAP HANA cockpit, SAP HANA system administration. You can find this information over here. This is going to take some time. Okay, anybody has any queries and doubts, you can ask now. Let me see what I'm downloading. IMC Studio, AFL, client. These are the different components, SDS, Smart Data Access. This is the HANA client. Okay, this is the AFL, Application Function Library. So we can install this also from your HDBLCM.
What is this AFL?
It is application functional libraries. This is for for developing your applications on HANA database. Okay, it is normally required by the developers.
ABAP
Your work is to only like install, upgrade, just maintain it. Yes, come.
it's used by the ABAP means I mean to say.
Not by the ABAP because the ABAP is mostly from the application developer. You might have something a new. There might be new scope, something called as a HANA developer.
Okay, from the DB
For
side.
HANA. Yes, from the DB side, the database developer or something. Okay, so here it is. So here we have something called as the HANA. This is the studio. This is the studio for your Linux environment. So how we can uninstall it? We can uninstall it from this dot slash SAP car minus XBF XF IMC studio. No left space on device, no space left on device. So this is for your HANA Studio df minus h. Okay, your slash partition is full 100%. Let me check it. rm minus r sap underscore HANA Studio. Let me see what I can delete from here. ls minus image. This is into GB. See, these are into GB. 3 Okay, let me rm minus r rm imdb server. And so this is your slash directory available 12 GB. Okay, let me it my FM. Okay, it's extracted now. Now, if I want to install the HANA Studio for my Linux environment, let me run the from my resident HDBLCM slash HANA shared SID and HDBLCM GUI ampersand.
How this command works without dot slash HDBLCM?
Dot slash. If you run dot slash, it will try to search in your one minute. If you run it, okay. What you're asking?
Means how this command is running. You haven't write dot
See,
slash HDBLCM GUI.
the dot here, it means current directory.
No,
Dot
but
means current directory. So dot slash means search for
but
this
when we
command,
run
search for this
this
file in the
command,
current directory.
HANA shared SID,
So here, see
HDBLCM,
here, I'm not searching in the current
run through
directory.
this
I have
command
given
only
the whole.
without
I have
putting
given the
dot
whole
slash.
path for this file. Do you understand? I have given the whole path for this file, for this HDBLCM GUI command.
This I have understood. But when you give full path, after giving full path, you haven't write dot to run that HDBLCM GUI.
So there is no dot, no? There is no dot after HDBLCM, no?
But to run this HDBLCM GUI in Linux, there is dot slash command, na?
No, it's not right. That's the dot slash what I'm explaining you. Dot means current directory. Dot means current directories. Dot slash means current directory. So what I'm telling the bash is to search for this command in the current directory.
Okay, right.
Okay, if I give the whole path, then it will search in the path. It will not go and search in the current directory.
Okay, now understood.
This is for it. So here
Okay.
we have started the HDBLCM GUI. Okay, now add components, add or install additional components. Next. Now it is asking you detect software components. So I will add software component location, select the directory, go into the /pkgs file system root /pkgs inside your SAP HANA Studio. Open. Okay. Can you see it has found this component SAP HANA Studio with the version 2.3.60, and this is the location. Now you can click on next and I can install the HANA Studio. See, I can install HANA SAP HANA Studio version 2.60. Similarly, I can also add other components also. Now let us try to add other components. Now I have df minus h / okay, 11 GB is free. Now let me now what is else is there? HANA client. So now which HANA client? This is the HANA client. So /SAP car. Okay, /SAP car minus XF HANA client instead of X. Let me first test it. Okay, so it is into HANA client. Okay, so now let me now give XF. Okay, so here I have extracted the HANA Studio. Here I have extracted HANA client. If you want, you can extract AFL also. Let me extract AFL. Or better will be if I install the latest version, install the latest version or the middle one. RM minus R HANA client. Basically, HANA client I have 11, 12 and 13. So let me go with the 12 version. Okay, so it is the middle version, 12 version. Let me go with the, this is 61, 60 to 63. So let me go with the middle version, AFL. Okay, now again same, I will extract. See, I'm extracting the packages now. Let me extract the 04 for HDA, Smart Data Access. Okay, so I've extracted all this directory. And you see, this is for AFL, this is for the client, this is for the HANA Studio, and AFL client SDA. Where is the SDA? Packages. Okay, I think it is extracted in packages. Okay, so this is for your SDA. This is for the SDA. So now let me come over here. Let me start the HANA Studio. Okay, so this is my resident HDBLCM. Install or update additional components. Click on next. Okay, now you have to install add the location. So first location is for file system root /pkgs. Okay, so let me add for AFL. Okay, AFL open. Okay, so this is for AFL. This is the version. Now let me add for PKGS AFL client. This is second one for client. Open. Okay, so here is the second for client. Add component. Now third one is for studio. Third one is for studio. Open. Okay, now add component. Again, last one for the SDA. Okay, AFL client studio. This is for SDA. Okay, Smart Data Access Studio Database Client AFL. Now click on next. So can you see install HANA Database Client? It is selected by default. If I want to install the HANA Studio, select HANA Studio, select HANA Data Access, and select HANA AFL. Okay. Now let me click on next. Selected components. HANA AFL is not compatible with HANA database version. Okay, so AFL is not competent to leave it. Next, authentication for the components field. HANA database confirm signature file is the seems to belong to a different component. Okay, ignore. System password. Next. Okay, can you see these are the component update parameters. Now these are the software component that we're installing. AFL do not install because it was incompatible. Then the database client, HANA Studio, Smart Data Access, and click on upgrade. Now it is installing HANA Studio. Okay, so install HANA Studio. There is a warning for it.
Can you change the port number with HTTP?
Yes, I tried it before also. I tried it for HTTP also. It is not working. I don't get why it is the issue. WARN. Okay, so you can see it has installed the HANA database client and all. Now let me go and click on finish. Now again, go back and run your now if you go and check over here, install or update additional components. Next, you can find all the existing components. Now it is a new component, asking for new component. Rename uninstall SAP HANA components. If you want to uninstall SAP HANA components, you can see the list over here, which are already installed. Okay, you can find the HANA database client, HANA database studio, HANA database smart data access SDA. Okay, if I want to uninstall for say, before uninstalling, let me check if I can access the HANA studio. Slash HANA shared HDB studio. Okay, can you see HDB studio dot slash HDB studio ampersand 64-bit VM warning ignoring option max function support was limited 8.0. An error has occurred. See the log file. It is not able to open the HDB studio. Okay, can you see could not load SWT library, software library, user Java packages. I think it needs some kind of Java virtual machine over here for running your studio. Okay, so we saw that how to install additional components. Now, if you want to uninstall it, you can click on uninstall separate component or uninstall SAP HANA database version. No, no, not uninstall, just uninstall other components. HANA database client, HANA studio, HANA smart data access. Just select all this version and click on next. Okay, you can see uninstall HANA studio, uninstall database client, uninstall database access. SAP HANA database, do not uninstall. We are not going to install the database, only the additional components and uninstall. Can you see everything was uninstalled now? Earlier we see this HDB client and studio LM. Now if you run over here, ls slash HANA shared H4D. So you will not find all these additional directories over here now. Okay? This federation and HDB client. See, there is the HDB client directory, HDB studio directory, and all. Yes, is it clear? Any doubts and queries? Okay, so this is how we can update the HANA software, and after update, check whether your database successfully upgraded. So here I'm running this command. So can you see it has upgraded to 61? If you scroll back to check the previous before the upgrade, I think we upgraded it here. So here, if you see before the upgrade, when you check the version was 59. Okay, the version was 59, and after upgrade, the version is 61. Yes, clear? Any
Yes,
query?
clear.
Okay, so with this, we have completed the development of the basic part over here. From next, we have 3 topics left with us. One is your okay. One topic is the HSR HANA system replication, the database replication. Okay, this is the DB replication. Second, we have the HA, high availability, how to configure your system into high availability. These are the 2 topics, and the third topic is your HANA cockpit. Okay, so these are the 3 remaining topics from our current batch. So from next week, I think on Saturday we'll take up the HANA system replication, and on Sunday we will take up the HA, HANA high availability. Yes, is it clear with everyone? Any doubts, any queries?
Okay, I have one more query. Like
Yes, no
ADLC
problem.
is free. ADLC is free, right? For
AD?
HANA data. ADLC, Adobe Life Cycle.
ADLC, Adobe Lifecycle. I can't get your point.
Actually, Vapor used this tool for developing something in HANA.
Okay, then?
So this is free from the SAP side, or we have to purchase the license for that?
I'm not sure about this. Can you get the exact name? Adobe Lifecycle.
Yeah, ADLC, Adobe Life Cycle.
ADLC SAP. How to configure Adobe Lifecycle Designer.
Designer, yeah.
It is a designer software. So see, if you are asking free about this, so see, this is a Adobe Lifecycle Designer for SAP. So this is not an SAP product. Okay, so I don't think SAP has anything to do with HANA.
This is SAP product. We can get the software from the portal only.
Okay, so yes, if you I see in SAP, just remember one very brief and very clear point in SAP. Okay, nothing is free in SAP.
Okay.
Do you get this point? Okay. Nothing is free in SAP. If it is not chargeable at one point, it will be chargeable at another point. Okay. SAP has made it so cleverly designed everything everywhere that if you pass any gate, okay, you think that, okay, you have cleared the gate, you don't have to pay anything. For example, if you get the software for designing something, okay, you have designed one application in that software and you got it for free. You said, okay, I got it for free. But SAP has made it so cleverly that when you start using that application, the data access for that application will be charged.
Okay, I get it.
So nothing is free in SAP.
Okay.
If they are giving it free, it means they want to take more from you. Okay, because right now they are giving HANA for free. The reason for it that they want to make their database software popular. So that is why they're giving it out free to most of the big customers. The reason is there to just kick out Oracle from SAP's ERP this platform. So they want to kick out Oracle, and they also want to go with the SAP databases, SAP HANA, SAP Sybase, ASE, or the MaxDB. That is it.
MaxDB is also of that SAP.
Yes, actually, none of the databases developed by SAP. They all are acquired by SAP. MaxDB earlier it was named as AdidaDB. AdidaDB something. The name was like something AdidaDB or something.
I have the name. Yeah.
That is something. If you then the previous name of it was something called as AdidaDB. The database developed started in 1970 research project at Technical University of Berlin headed by Rudolf. Then it was database product owned by Nextdoor since this somewhere. Okay, so it was the earlier name of it was something Adida, something like that. I forgot the name of it. Maybe I think you can find it again.
So it's also owned by SAP now.
So it acquired the software. It acquired the software from. Okay, can you see Adabas? Adabas D.
Yeah.
Adabas D. I think this is the name of the person. I think and something to do with Ada the D something. You see, Adabas D is a relational database owned by Software AG. So it was taken from this and it acquired by SAP. Again, SAP AC was earlier it was Sybase. It was acquired by SAP. So that is it.
Right. They want to rule the market. That's why they come with HANA DB.
Everybody wants to rule the market. The thing is like that, but it depends. Someone succeeds, someone fails, or someone does it for some short period. Okay, at one time, if you remember, Nokia was ruling the market of mobile.
Yeah.
But it is an example in it is a good example that everything that goes up comes down. It was such a market king at that time, and from that height, it fall down to such a level that nobody now knows Nokia. The current generation, many of them are unaware of the name Nokia. Okay, it might be making some old mobile and something like that.
Yeah.
And also VMware, one of the most, so you can say advanced market player at that time, bringing so much many kind of innovative things. But the main thing, it failed to calculate the power of cloud. The VMware should have been the first company to have launched the cloud in the market, in the industry. But it failed. Even today, it has not brought up its own cloud. And now the cloud has boomed up to such an extent now that everybody is trying to go on the cloud.
Yeah, right.
And VMware, now nobody knows about VMware. Now, like it is like it's like a, after some years people will forget about VMware. The name also they will forget.
Yeah. But still VMware is there in the market.
There it is there, but slowly now everybody will now move on to cloud, because see, maintaining your infrastructure is a very costlier investment. Okay,
Yeah,
maintaining your own data center, only the bigger companies, only the big companies, they can like afford it. The smaller companies, they if a product company, okay, for example, Mahindra, their main business is to manufacture cars, and if they get if they get into this creating data centers, maintaining data center is such a headache and such a complicated activity. So they don't want to get into that part. They said, okay, my job is to create cars. I can create car. I cannot run infra IT. So they said, let it run by some company who is like good at it. So that they'll say we'll hire a cloud company for the infrastructure setup, and that is it.
Yeah, right. Infra is the future. I mean, cloud is the future.
Yes, something like that. Okay, so no more doubts. Can we end the today's session?
Yes.
Sir, 2 minutes. Sir, could you please briefly explain about the system refresh? So after 1 week in our organizations, we are going to do the system refresh.
System refresh from what perspective? See, if you are asking from the application server, it's a lengthy and long activity. We cannot complete. I cannot cover it in 5 minutes. From the database side, there's nothing. You just they take the backup from your source system, that is from a production system, go on the target system, your quality system, go in the HANA Studio, right click, and you can just directly restore it from there.
Actually, why we are doing that system refresher from production to quality?
See, refresh means bringing the latest data from your production system into your non-production system. Okay, for
Okay.
example, in your quality system, now the developers, they work on the development system, they create new reports. Now to check the report, whether the report or that program, whether they are running properly or not, they have to test it on the quality system. Now sometimes what happens, sometimes what happens, it runs properly on the quality system, but when you move it to the production, it starts giving error. Okay,
Yes.
because the data in the quality is not that which is there in the production. So what they do, they bring the data from the production into the quality so that they can test their new reports and programs, and also in case of trainings and all. If they want to give the trainings to the newcomers, new employees, so they need to have latest data in the quality or training system so that they can give the latest training to the user. Okay, because they cannot give the training on the production system. For example, a new report was created, new program was created, it has brought in the quality system, moved to the production. But in the quality system, when you run that report or program, it is not fetching any data, because there is no data on the quality system. It is there on the production, but you cannot give the trainees you cannot give them training on the production system. So you copy the data from your production into quality so that you can give the testing and training, everything on the quality system.
Okay, sir, got it. Understood.
Okay. Okay, everyone. Goodbye. See you on the next weekend. Yeah.
Bye, sir. Take care.
Okay, goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.